Hey, morning everyone. Sorry for the delay here. Shifting gears a little bit. So I just want to talk about air filters today, specifically some symptoms you might see and just very quickly how to clean them. So some issues that might be related to a clogged air filter would include the engine running at low power. So you try to ramp it up, but it just doesn't really seem to run as strong as it used to. It runs only on the choke, meaning that when the choke is fully on, it'll run, but as soon as you try to take it off, it kind of dies out. That means that it's probably not getting enough air. The choke is creating a stronger vacuum, but once you turn that off, then maybe it's having a harder time. Another symptom you might see is just some white smoke burning off the engine. Again, probably means that it's just going in a really rich mixture, so not enough air, too much fuel, and that can be why you're seeing the white smoke there. Okay, so a possible solution would be to clean your air filter. It may not solve the problem, but certainly a quick and easy step to try. So a couple different types of air filters. So one of the most common ones in small engines would be these foam style filters. You might see some that are either have the metal here and then have like a foam kind of piece around it, or you might just see a solid foam one like this. So these styles are oil-soaked filters. So what you do is you can rinse it out with some soap and water. You kind of squeeze it and kind of keep rinsing it real good. And then when you're done, what you want to do is just kind of put a little oil, maybe just even in the palm of your hand, take the filter and kind of squeeze and rub it in there and let it kind of sponge up that oil. So the oil is used just to kind of really collect any really small, fine bits of dust and dirt, from getting inside the engine. That's going to keep the engine running well. But obviously over time, they can definitely get caked up and they definitely need to be cleaned. Another common style you might come across is this paper or cloth style, kind of like a pleated one. These are very common in cars. It has a little bit of a rubber gasket on the outside. These can really just be cleaned right out with water. Again, you could add a little soap in there, but you just kind of spray it with your hose. Obviously, if it's paper, you want to be a little bit more gentle with it because you don't want to totally trash it. But you can really just kind of rinse out all the dirt, let it dry for a little bit, and then stick it back in the engine. I would also probably check the rubber gasket here for any kind of leaks or cracks because that could be allowing dirt to get past the filter. These things are pretty cheap, so if it looks like it's in really bad shape, you can definitely replace it. All right, another common style, which you probably would find more so on things like quads and motorcycles, is this kind here, kind of a woven fabric. These filters don't necessarily really come off themselves. You probably have to take the whole piece off, but it can be rinsed. Again, I would let it dry first, and then you can kind of go from there. Okay, so you can check out the other videos here just for some other air filter related solutions, and we'll catch you next time.